So like you guys find, yeah, I hope this actually finds you in good order. Today we're gonna be analyzing USDT. That's one of the analysis that I'm gonna be doing. As you guys know, I usually come back to you guys and post content of which it's of great use and of great analysis, of which my analysis actually bear a 90% success rate. So today we're gonna be looking at USDT. I'm just gonna make it short, unlike Nasdaq. So from USDT, what you can be able to see is that the market had actually created the highest point there. Okay, that's what we actually had. The highest point. It came back down here. There was support. I'm not gonna take it into consideration. The support that I'm gonna be taking into consideration, it is this here. Okay, of which it was turned into a resistance. Then the market actually came back above it to turn it into a support again. I'm not gonna go all the way down there. I want, because the market is no longer down here. There's now moved to the upside. As you guys know, as I've discussed, okay, because this was an overextended M pattern. After an overextended M pattern, once the neckline is broken, we expect the market to come back and test the neckline before continuation. Okay, but then in this case, we didn't see that happening, because what actually happened is that the market actually created this overextended M pattern. Okay, it broke the neckline. Okay, never mind. It broke the neckline with this candle slightly down there, so we're expecting a retest to the neckline before continuation, and that also didn't happen, so it's fine. So now, since we have this, since the market is actually broken above that resistance again, of which it is now 10 support, we usually expect the market to actually come back into this area before it gives us that low move, rather than bang to create head and shoulder, an inverse head and shoulder. If you guys know about it, an inverse head and shoulder is going to be something like this, ta, and then ta. Okay, fine. Let's just go to the weekly time frame to see if whatever that I'm talking about actually makes sense, because the weekly time frame is going to give us an outlook of how the market actually looks. Okay, if you guys can be able to see from this is actually what we have. Okay, this is actually what we have. So according to this, if you guys can be able to see, this is the support that I was talking about, of which it was 1, 2, then became a resistance somewhere here. We're expecting the market to turn somewhere there, although it turned out it didn't happen. So now we expect the market to actually come back into that area there to find the momentum to push all the way to the upside. Okay, so we expect the market to actually do it, to come back there, find the momentum, and move all the way to the upside. Okay, what else do we have? Can we draw a trend line? Yes, it does allow us. So if now we draw a trend line, this is what we get. So I'm just going to clone this, because remember in mathematics, what you do on the left hand side, you also have to do on the right hand side. So there we have something like this. So if you can look at this now, you can be able to see that the market actually, even when it turned previously, before it went to the upside, it was actually reflected on what, upon the parallel channel that we have here, of which it was the first touch. The touch there, it was the second touch, and so the market moved to the upside. So whatever that we expecting here, it's actually just a retest to the trend line, and also to create a nice head and shoulder there. That's gonna take us with the long run to where it's gonna take us with the long run. So whenever the market is here, it's gonna be monitoring it, and then we can take it from there, possibly have and create new highs. But then that's not what I'm saying, and I'm not predicting the market. So let's just go to the daily time frame and see. Okay, daily time frame. What do we have? Okay, let me just fix this. Just fix that. And that also, because the one on weekly can actually mean quite something else. Okay, now since we have this, in here it actually becomes more clearer. So basically we have the left shoulder. Let me just do it for you guys so that it becomes clear. We have the left shoulder, we have the head, Then now we're now creating the red shoulder so that it can be able to take us all the way there. You know, amend that. So yesterday I sent a signal of a cell on US30, and some of you guys were asking how did I actually find the signal of a cell. Okay, this is how I found it. If you can look at this, okay, if you can look at this, whatever that we have here, you can be able to see that the market actually had what? Here we had the left shoulder, we had a head, okay, we had a head, then it was just rotating to create a right shoulder. So hence we saw that move to the downwards. So basically, how are we going to be looking forward to enter the long trade once the market is retested? I'm going to just use my Fibonacci because my Fibonacci actually works for me. If I take my Fibonacci from the lowest point there to the highest point, okay, fine. You can be able to tell you have my 0.382, of which that's my retracement zone, or that's my retracement area. Every time whenever I'm trading this, so I'm just going to mark it there and then remove my Fibonacci because I don't want it to destabilize while looking throughout the charts. Okay, let's go to the daily time frame. Going into the you know how easy is this? This is easy as peasy. If now we go into the if you go into the daily time frame mode, you can be able to see it is that we have a market that's here with a minor support on the daily time frame. So we're just expecting the market to actually come into that zone. Then that's when we're gonna find the momentum to actually move to the upside. We're gonna find the momentum to move to the upside somewhere there. Okay. So once we're done with this, let's go to, or for it not to confuse us as much, we're just gonna put the trend line, supporting trend line, also the bottom. Okay. Then I'm just gonna clone it. Okay, fine. Then drag it to the upside. It doesn't. Okay. Drag it to the upside. So basically, what I'm anticipating on once the market actually comes back here, we're gonna be looking to find those buy trades and actually potentially take us all the way to the upside, all the way there. Okay, fine. Let's go to the H4. This keeps on moving. Okay, it's fine. Let's go to H4. On H4, what are we seeing? On H4, what are we seeing? Okay. On H4, what are we seeing? So basically, if you can look into the H4, you can be able to tell that whatever that we have here, it's gonna be a very, very strong support. So basically, just waiting upon the market to do what? Just waiting upon the market to take up that liquidity. Then we are gone for good. Not for good, but then I'm just saying, we know how it goes. Also, if you can look into the H4, you can be able to tell here with minor H4 candle that near some candle filling. So basically, the market is to come back all the way here. Then after reaching this area, we're gonna find the momentum. If you miss this trade, where we took it, before it went down, because my trade was somewhere here. The trade that I actually took was somewhere there. If you miss this trade, basically what now we're gonna do is that we're gonna be looking for entries for y'all guys. Just the same thing I said in Nasdaq. Whenever you're looking for your entry, just have to look where the market actually made a pullback. So in this case, my area where the market actually made a huge pullback is going to be this area. Once the market actually breaks below this area, of which it is also what? It is also a support in this case. So that means once the market actually breaks below this area, then you can take that short trade. You can take that short trade. Obviously with a good risk to reward ratio. And then that's when you'll be looking forward to what? You take your take profits. That will be around, let me see. 536. And then there. Okay, that can be around, what is it? A good 3,000 pips if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that can be a good 3,000 pips if you take it from somewhere here. 34,516 up until somewhere there. Okay, that's 2,300 to be specific, to be exact. That's 2,300 pips. So that can be a good 2,300 pips as long as you are what. And as you can see, guys, the market is sinking right now, but then also has some candle fillings that needs to happen there. And also, if you can go to the weekly time frame, you can be able to see also that we still have some candle fillings that needs to happen at the top. And also from the weekly time frame, because I'm a trader who actually follows principles and all of that. And also, if you can look at this, I've spoken about it in my book so many times that if you can look at this, you can be able to tell that we have a PCP. What's a PCP? By the way, PCP is a what? It's an area where PCP long term it's called price continuation pattern. Basically, it is made up of two small inside bars, of which the smallest inside bars that we have is 1, 2. So basically, the lowest point of the PCP is this. The highest point of the PCP is that. So basically, if the market now comes back here, it's gonna be an indication to us that we have to continue going to the upside because of the what? Because of this PCP. We still have to continue. After this, once the market actually comes back into this area, we might see the market actually pushing all the way to the upside, pushing all the way to the upside without any hesitations. So yeah, you guys be on the lookout for that. This was dollar. I hope everything makes sense and is clear enough. And yeah, you guys be ready for the my next analysis. I always come back with fire. So whenever I come back with good analysis for everyone to benefit from. Okay, bye guys. See you on the next one.